All right, so, everyone remembers Grizzly Adams, right? That mountain man lived out in the wilderness, friend all the animals.
Yeah, classic.
Well, get this. There's this podcast we found, and it talks about this fictional movie.
A movie?
Yeah. It's called Grizzly Adams, a retro-futuristic adventure.
Retro-futuristic. Now that's interesting. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, me too. So I figured we could deep dive into this whole thing.
This is good. Let's do it.
This podcast we found, they're talking about how, they're taking this classic character, Grizzly Adams,
Right.
and they're putting him in this world with all this advanced technology.
Okay, so we're talking like spaceships and lasers.
Not exactly. More like, imagine, those sweeping Panavision shots.
Yeah, I love those.
Beautiful forests, majestic mountains.
Gorgeous.
But then kind of woven into the landscape are these, I guess you could say, futuristic elements.
Oh, so it's subtle.
Yeah, it's subtle.
Interesting.
So I'm trying to figure out what kind of challenges Grizzly Adams would face in this kind of world.
Well, you've got the classic man versus nature thing already in the original, right?
Right.
But now you're adding this layer of technology. Is he fighting against it? Is he trying to protect the animals from it?
Ooh, that's a good point. Or maybe he has to learn to use it to survive somehow.
Exactly. It could be this whole, internal struggle, man versus machine kind of thing.
Yeah. But it sounds like even with all these futuristic elements, they're still trying to keep that heart, the core of what made Grizzly Adams so popular.
Yeah, for sure. The podcast really emphasizes that. The heartwarming stories, the bond between Adams and the animals, the adventures.
Yeah, they even talk about this, it's like a fictional director that they made up for the movie.
Really?
Her name is Just Like Lucy.
Just like Lucy.
Yeah, apparently she's known for this, crazy attention to detail in her movies.
So they're really building out this whole world, even behind the scenes.
Yeah, exactly. And they were saying how, she does all this research to make sure everything is accurate, whether it's, how grizzly bears actually behave or how this future tech could actually work.
Okay, so plausible technology then, not just, made up stuff.
Right, exactly. Makes you wonder if they're trying to make some kind of commentary on our own relationship with technology today.
Yeah, interesting.
And another thing I thought was cool is they talk about how important fan engagement is for creative projects like this.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
They even tell the listeners to like and comment and subscribe, just like, a real podcast would.
So meta.
Yeah, right. They're using the podcast to talk about this fake movie, but they're also sort of mimicking how these things work in the real world.
It's really clever when you think about it.
It really is.
So, what we have here is this classic character we all know, and they're throwing him into this totally new world, a world that's both familiar and completely different.
Right. It's nostalgic, but also kind of mind-blowing at the same time. And it's making us ask these big questions about technology, the wilderness, what does it mean to be human in a world that's constantly changing?
Yeah. What happens when we bring technology into a place that's supposed to be untouched?
Does it help or does it hurt?
Exactly. And can we even, really escape technology's influence anymore, even if we wanted to?
I don't know. It's something to think about.
Definitely.
Thanks for diving into this with me. This has been a good one.
Yeah, this was fun. I'm looking forward to the next one.
Me too. And until then, keep those brains buzzing.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Exactly.
All right, see ya.
See ya.